What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're going to jump in and break down how to get the Truth exotic rocket launcher inside of Destiny 2 Season of Opulence. So we'll talk about the quest steps, a little bit of cheese. There is a bug right now which is making this quest quite a bit easier, or quite a bit faster than it should be, but we'll also do a legitimate breakdown of the quest, chest locations, the Corsair down bounty, all the objectives and stuff that you've got to worry about in order to pick up this new exotic, or should I say returning exotic. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, a rating below really helps me out, but otherwise let's get straight into it. So initially, the Truth quest will drop from the Menagerie. I assume it can drop on any week of the Menagerie when you kill the final boss. But this first week, it is dropping from a new boss, Aronak, beloved by Callus. A quick tip to kill this guy: when you take down the cursed thrall in the arena, they'll drop orbs. You'll have to use those to take the boss's shield down. But yeah, when you clear Menagerie, you'll get a new quest called A Scrap of Paper. And we can see here that we'll need to visit the Dreaming City to speak to Petra Venge. So head over to Dreaming City, speak to Petra, and she'll give you a new step called Hidden Between Realities, where you'll need to complete one of Petra's weekly Ascendant Challenge bounties in the Dreaming City. And so pick up the Ascendant Challenge bounty. I believe you do have to have this in order for this quest step to be completed. So make sure you've got the bounty and go and complete the Ascendant Challenge for the week. And of course, that may be in a different location depending on what week you do it in. But this week, it is the Agonarch Abyss, which is located in the Bay of Drowned Wishes, the lost sector immediately next to the spawn in Dreaming City. So head through, clear the Ascendant Challenge, and when you open the chest, you'll get another step called a Map Asunder. And here, you'll need to find different map pieces to actually progress through the quest. And this is where there is a bit of cheese. I say cheese, it's actually a glitch right now, presumably, but basically what you need to know is that until this is fixed, you can simply go and acquire the map pieces from Petra in her abandoned quest tab. So you can see them right here. When I picked this one up, I actually had all of the other ones found legitimately. And for the legitimate locations for 3 of them, you will need to become Ascendant on different locations. So firstly, on Nessus, head to the Cistern, and this is to get the map fragments for when this is actually fixed, or if you want to do it legit. But go to the Cistern, make sure you're Ascendant, hook around the round building to the left, and over in the back right here, you'll find the platforms with the Ascendant chest. And each of these map fragments also has to be decoded, so the one that comes from Nessus will require the badge of a downed Corsair in the Dreaming City. Now to get a Corsair badge, you have to randomly kill enemies in the Dreaming City. It's definitely worth checking your pursuits tab and making sure that you don't have one already. But complete public events, kill enemies, or run patrols and stuff and you'll get the Corsair down item. These come with a tease as to their location, so the one I found was in the Spine of Keras. There are guides for these on YouTube already, so if you find one and need a specific location, it may be something that you'll need to look up. But basically, once you have the badge and you've completed the objective, you take it back to one of the Corsairs in the Dreaming City, and you can turn it in. As soon as you've turned this in, it will decode the first map fragment, then you go into your inventory and claim that, so that's one of the maps completed. The next legitimate location is in the Jetsam of Saturn on the Tangled Shore. So you can see right here, if you spawn in on Thieves Landing and immediately take a left, follow the route on screen, you'll find a bunch of enemies that you'll need to kill. And when you kill the ogre here, you'll get another map fragment. Now to decode this one, you do need to complete Nightfalls, as well as getting final blows with grenade launchers. and you'll see that you will have to have a power handicap of 100 when you complete those nightfalls. So you can do this in any nightfall with that power handicap of 100. I would recommend putting heavyweight on as a modifier. Of course, your heavies will do more damage and you'll get more heavy ammo, so that's great for the final blows. And completing a nightfall strike is actually one of the objectives to get you a map fragment as well. So we completed it in a fire team of 3, and you can see that it gives us a map fragment, which requires us to defeat combatants on Nessus using any rocket launcher. Now, one of those map fragment objectives is going to require you to defeat Hive on the Tangled Shore. The Hollowed Lair is one of the Nightfalls, and what we did is loaded this up, but then actually hung around the Jetsam of Saturn area to get Hive kills, because then you'll be in a Nightfall, so you can get your rocket launcher kills, but you'll also be able to get your Tangled Shore Hive kills at the same time. So basically, get all of those kills, complete those objectives, and you will have to finish 3 of the Nightfalls, of course, for one of the decode objectives. And then the final decode objective is to get those rocket launcher kills while Ascendant on Nessus. Easiest thing to do here, and by the way, I'm using the Black Armory launcher, but something like Wardcliff Coil is really good. Our team just kind of headed to different rally flags to get heavy ammo, then jumped into lost sectors, did public events. Going solo into a lost sector with full heavy will yield you a bunch of kills. This actually doesn't take very long as you are getting multi-kills. Now, once you have these map fragments completed, you will get a final step called Candy from a Baby, and basically you have to head into the Warden of Nothing strike while Ascendant to find a final hidden Ascendant chest. Now, the chest itself is at the end of the strike, but throughout the strike, you'll have to activate a number of beacons in order to actually give you the time and to allow the Ascendant chest to appear. So basically, head into Warden of Nothing, and in the first area where you encounter a bunch of Vex right here, you'll find that there is a beacon you can interact with. If you do that, it'll say an Ascendant platform has appeared. The next one is in the second train room, so after you drop down, and you can see where I'm shooting the wall right here. My teammate had actually grabbed this one, but there is another one located in that position. In the large tunnel room with 2 train tracks, one on either side, immediately after you come in, on the left-hand side, you'll see that there's one right here, and as long as someone in your fire team activates these, you'll be good. But there is also another one in the middle section underground that you can see here. Now, if you run all the way to the end of this room, there is one more, and it's located once you jump into this section here, and it's on the right-hand side near the pipes. You can see that I nearly missed it. Now, once you've activated all of these, it will say all platforms have been revealed. And as long as you get that notification, you're safe to go through to the end of the strike. You simply kill the boss. After you've killed the boss, the chest will spawn in, and you will have some Ascendant platforms that appear at the same time, and these are out in the open space behind where the boss would normally be. So you follow these down from the right, and there is a chest. You open it up, and you've got truth. So that is the bulk of the quest right there. One of the map locations we didn't touch on, that's because it hasn't actually been found at the moment, and it can be bypassed because of that glitch or cheese that we mentioned. So definitely bear that in mind, and when it is updated, I will pin that to the top of the comment section down below. But otherwise, here is truth. It basically is like the original truth from D1, comes with prototype True Seeker. This weapon's rockets have tracking, lock onto targets when aiming down sights. It's also got volatile launch, high velocity rounds, as well as grenades and horseshoes where projectiles will detonate when they are within close proximity of their targets. And finally, it has composite stock. You can actually get 3 in the mag with this thing, which is a lot of fun. It definitely has more aggressive tracking than what we see on rocket launchers in D2. Maybe it's been toned down a little bit since D1. Of course, for PvE purposes, it's all about damage, really. It's hard to say how good it's going to be. I don't think it will be absolutely top tier, but it definitely doesn't feel terrible. Then, of course, there is the PvP element, and Truth is very popular in PvP, or it was in D1, so I imagine we'll probably see that again, but for a full review of this exotic, you can tune in to all of the usual folks who do those kind of videos. So there we go, guys. For now, that is going to summarize how you pick up Truth inside of Destiny 2. Let us know down below if you've tried the weapon, but if the video has been useful, a like is very much appreciated below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more D2 content, but otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you all very soon.
Vex cell blocks. The Awoken dragged all kinds of subtypes out of their hoods. The ones that survived are some tough sons.
What's your scale here? You always have one.
No scan.
My Guardian just annihilated a small army to kill one servitor. You have an army?
Careful who you threaten. I just wanted to help one of my favorite Guardians out. Guy can't do that? I thought this was a new golden age. Be kind to each other. Am I right?
I'm sorry.
You're the sorriest thing I ever saw.